Jacob was running away from his brother Esau, who wanted to kill him. When night fell, Jacob took a stone and put it under his head as a pillow and went to sleep. In his sleep he had a dream. He saw a stairway going from the earth all the way to heaven, and angels were going up and down it. God spoke to Jacob from the top of the stairway. He said, "I am the Lord, the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac." He said that Jacob's family would be great in number, that all the nations would be blessed through his offspring, and that he would be with Jacob wherever he went. When Jacob woke up, he said, "How awesome is this place! This is the house of God and the gate of heaven." He set up the stone he'd used as a pillow to mark the place, and he called it Bethel. And he promised that the Lord would be his God, the God he would trust, follow, and obey. Jacob went on his way and came to a well. He asked some shepherds there whether they knew his uncle Laban, and they said, "There's his daughter Rachel." Jacob went up to her and moved the large stone that covered the well, so that Laban's sheep could have some water. He told Rachel who he was, and she ran off to tell Laban. Laban welcomed Jacob into his house. Rachel was very beautiful, and Jacob loved her. He wanted to marry her, so he said to Laban, "I will serve you 7 years for your daughter Rachel." Laban agreed, and after 7 years the day for the wedding arrived. But Laban tricked Jacob. When Jacob saw who it was that he had actually married, it was actually Rachel's sister, Leah. Laban said Jacob could marry Rachel as well, but he would have to work for him for another 7 years. Leah gave birth to 4 boys, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. Rachel was jealous because she didn't have any children. She gave Jacob her servant Bilhah to be another wife for him. Bilhah gave birth to 2 sons, Dan and Naphtali. Then Leah gave her servant Zilpah to Jacob to be yet another wife. Zilpah gave birth to Gad and Asher. Now Jacob had 8 sons. Then Leah had 2 more boys, Issachar and Zebulun. And at long last, Rachel herself then had a child, and she called his name Joseph. Jacob now had 11 sons. Abraham's family was getting bigger, just like God had promised. So what does this story teach us? That there is a way from earth to heaven. Jacob saw a stairway going from our world to where God lives. And many years later, Jesus said that he was like that stairway, the link between heaven and earth. And we learn that God is always with his people, wherever they go. And we see again that God's word comes true. He was making a great family, just like he'd promised Abraham.